Okay. Hey everybody, it's Annie Gale. We have a new project. It's the fall November one. It says Thankful, Grateful, Blessed. Did I spell everything right? That's so only a matter of time. And so we're going to go through this. Now I did it like a practice one and I'm somewhat done with it, not completely. I think a lot of people will want to do the gray. And I started doing one gray color and then I couldn't find that gray color again. And so I just kind of went over it with another gray, but I like the way that looks. And then I like the leaves, and it's similar to this, but you have this to go by if you want to use it. But then I'm going to do a new one, and it's going to be kind of different. So if you would just open your box and see everything, and this is like a typical box that people would get.
Serious one.
Yeah.
It's like Christmas.
No.
Okay, here's my canvas.
Yes.
Right? Okay.
Here, I'll hold it.
And then paint.
12 tubes of paint. Yes.
Nice.
And a palette.
A palette. Do you want me to show both cameras?
Sure.
And then some paintbrushes.
I'm super excited because like they're actually synced this time. So there's not going to be any lag. Okay, so we're just going to get started. Do you have any initial thoughts about how you're going to paint?
I'm going to probably go by this a good bit.
Nice, yeah.
Because I like it.
So if you'll notice, on this one, and I'll send out different ones, I did not change this color of the leaves, but I changed all the other colors of the leaves. So these are purple, and these are like a blue color. And you know, like I think for this, it would look cool to go over it with like black.
Yeah.
You know, so you can just make that determination whenever you get to that point. So I did like just a coat and a half on the background, and I've only got like one coat on the leaves. You know?
Which I think that looks good with one thing. The leaves, dude.
Right?
Yeah.
Because I like that they have that variation of color and stuff. Yeah. So this is actually the funnest I've ever done.
The most funnest?
The most funnest.
Because I like the one we did before, but this is really cute.
Okay, so the thing about this one is that I was able to just use my bigger brush on the whole thing so far.
Okay, so just this one.
Right. Well, no, when I got to the leaves, I used the smaller one. But like, it was so awesome to go around all the letters with the bigger brush.
Okay. Quicker.
You know? So, black, burnt, raw umber, crimson red.
Which I love on yours. Like
Vermilion.
A lot of the red.
What's next? This one. Burnt sienna. Yellow ochre. Lemon yellow. Your favorite. Hooker's green. Viridian. I've used that joke every time I've done one. Ultramarine blue. Cobalt blue.
Oh, that's special.
You are special. And titanium white. Now listen, out of habit, what I tend to do is I take all of those paints and I put them into that Ziploc bag, but those are actually your paints, so don't let me take them from you. You get to take the box and everything with you when you leave. I'm gonna paint my background green.
Okay, you're switching it up.
And
oh, it's gonna throw me.
And I'm going to I have paper towels.
For our beverages or for
both. I have more paper towels. I'm gonna use Hooker's green straight out of the tube.
You would,
right?
Do that.
Cover it with the Hooker. Cause look, like my initial kind of.
Oh yeah, no. Oh no, I'm gonna want to do that one now. Dang it.
But listen, if you're gonna put it in your house, look, I finished that one today. The Magic Happens.
Oh yeah, I like that. like all those. Oh, there's the enjoy your day. We did that. Okay, I'm gonna do, yeah, because I do want it to be kind of,
So you
I
have
use
to think
a lot
about
of like jewel tones and
Okay.
stuff. So maybe I should do.
I mean, my literal idea for this was green grass with the leaves on it.
Okay, I'm gonna copy you.
Awesome.
Straight up.
I'm glad you are.
So just tube it.
And what I love about,
Yeah.
you could put it in the palette, but what I love about the tube is like there's so much to cover here that like,
Sorry.
you're fine. If you can't run out of paint.
Yeah.
And like what I did with the gray one is I couldn't match that color again, and I had to paint the whole thing again because I couldn't get that color just right.
Remember how slow I am?
Oh yeah.
Huh.
Huh.
I mean at painting. Not unlike, well, you know.
Well, I don't know. Just in painting. Well, no.
So many areas. Have you been doing, because I haven't painted with you in a while.
Yeah.
Have you been painting the sides like we did that one time?
Yeah, I was just thinking about how easy this is going to be because I'm going to paint the sides this green color. You know. But yeah, you could see all those. See, the Magic Happens one. That's just badass. That those like streaks run across the side.
Yeah, that is really cute.
Yeah.
Hey, don't distract me. I'm already slow.
Oh, look at that. I'm just kidding.
No, we were like at work, all my coworkers were like, how long does it take you to do a highlight? And I'm like, ever. And they're like, yeah, you're just like, we walk by and you're like, anyway, and you're just like painting slow. And we're all like busting it, trying to like get people in and out. I'm like, yeah. Just very.
So
Oh, that is I'm gonna turn that off.
my husband at the time, we bought a 1978 like Coleman pop-up camper, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we went camping.
That looks good. Thanks.
You say you're slow, but you're doing pretty good because you're like outlining quickly. So we bought this Coleman camper, and he was taking forever to like set it up or whatever, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, hurry up, I want to take a nap or whatever, you know. It's getting dark, or you know, because you have to like crank it up and pop out the beds and everything. And so he blames me for it, but like he broke the Coleman camper.
Oh, because you were rushing it?
Yeah, because he forgot to put like the legs out under the bed, and so he got on the bed, and it like went like that.
What did y'all do?
Well, going into the whole thing, I don't like hotels. And so the whole purpose of getting the Coleman camper is I was like, listen, we can just buy this camper for, what was it, like $1,500. And that's the same price that we would charge or that we would pay to stay in a hotel, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so
I love my hotel, but that's just me.
yeah, even if something happens to the camper and we leave it, like we've broken even, you know?
Yeah.
And sure enough, he broke it. But we did take it back, but then we never fixed it, and then I just donated it. I used it a couple more times after that, you know, but I donated it and wrote off $1,500. Just kidding, IRS. On my taxes, you know. It wasn't broken. We fixed it before.
Good, nice save.
Right. Smooth. It's like this. There's this guy I know I'm friends with on Facebook, and he posts pictures of all these guns that he owns, and he's like, hey, if anybody works at the ATF, like, I lost it in the river last weekend, but look at the pictures of it before. Like, while this green's drying, I kind of hate it. But then it dries and I kind of like it. But look, I think I'm actually gonna, for coat number 2, I'm gonna add some white to it.
Or like just...
No, maybe like in the palette and mix it.
Oh, yeah, no, not me.
Not out of the tube. Because I feel like it's maybe...
I kind of like how it's... I wouldn't do another coat.
Streaky.
Yeah.
I will reassess once it dries. For me, watching paint dry is so hard. Because you watch it and you're like, no, that's not going to look good. It's not the color I picked out.
Sucker green.
That suck is good. It would be nice to kind of get through a painting without doing 2 coats.
I think I'm not gonna do 2 coats on this green because I'm loving it.
This reminds me of like peacocks on yours, right?
It does.
But well, the peacock feathers that have that like green, and then the detail on the peacock is colored.
That's what I'm gonna do. I'll make it look like a peacock.
Man, I hope I remember to do it. Vivi, remind me to do a peacock. God, I feel like I was so obnoxious yesterday when I was talking to you and your boyfriend.
Oh no.
I'm so like... Is it the virus or just me in general? I'm like just not around people, and so then I'm like...
No, you weren't. We were all spouting off of each other. We were like...
Right?
Yeah, my family. No, my family.
Mine. The thing is, like, in my family's business, behind the 100-year-old store that my family owned, I had a cabinet shop.
Oh.
And I built, like, a lot of the furniture in the house that's in this house. You know, and I told my dad, like, man, it's so cool, come see it. And he never bothered to, like, walk out there and see it. And so, like...
Wait, behind the store?
Yeah, behind the store. And so, like, do I think that they, like, have the... What's the word? Gumption's not the right word. Do I think that they're going to go to the trouble to, like, try to find these videos to see if I talk about them? And watch a 2-hour video just to
see if somewhere in there you're like...
Yeah, I don't think that they will do that.
Yeah, well, you have my mom. And she will watch this video if she knows it. So she'll be like, what did she say?
Yeah, so it's...
Don't air our dirty laundry.
Right? Oh, and that, you know, like, this thing that happened with my parents is kind of because of this business, because I was like... I said some personal stuff, some really light personal stuff, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But I was like, if you like how honest I am, then you're gonna love these videos. Right? Yeah. It had, like, literally, the point had nothing to do with my family. The point had to do with authenticity. And they were like, oh, you should be ashamed of yourself.
Like, don't worry, I am. You've trained me.
Right. So, like, you know, I can set this video to private. You just have to tell me.
No, I don't. No, I'm joking. My family's not that bad.
The last one of these I did, I was the only one that said embarrassing things, and the girl I was painting with didn't, and she was like, I'm fine with it being public. I was like, I bet you are. And I said it to public. Because I didn't care. I mean, all I did was, like, talk about guys I dated, you know.
Oh, yeah. Oh my god.
Ugh.
You've had some doozies.
Right?
I love the nicknames.
Yes. I do too. I didn't really know why I was doing the nicknames at first, but it's become really helpful for me to not get sued talking about them.
Oh man, yeah, I guess I can. Talk about, I don't know. I can make up names.
I've learned that even when I'm talking about someone, like I can talk about my ex-husband and say like, I dated this guy once.
Yeah. Oh, good. I'll roll with that.
Yeah. One time.
There's one guy that I dated for an extended period of time.
Right.
One of my roommates.
Exactly. Or my friend told me a story about. I just thoroughly enjoyed this painting. I really, really do.
Yeah, it's fun.
I love that you were like, I'm gonna follow this. And I was like, well, I'm gonna do green. You were like,
I am, yeah. Well, green's my fave.
is it really?
Yeah. What are we listening to here?
I know. So, you know, YouTube has all these restrictions.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
So this is the YouTube Studio.
Approved music.
Yeah. And I typed in Deep House Electronica and nothing came up. I don't know why.
I'm surprised nothing came up.
So I had to go with just the word chill. It's kind of cute. Like I think I haven't really messed with it a whole lot, but you can like make your own like playlist, I think, which would have been better than just randomly hitting play. Because this one's like happy, sad, dramatic, like it's all mixed in. Hey, so I want to give you a heads up that when I did this other painting as a practice today, I chose to, wait, we have to like take your paintbrush off and have a drink.
Never had to be reminded to take a drink before.
I kind of picked and chose, I didn't keep all of these leaves.
Oh, I gotcha.
I kept some of them. Like I kept
Oh, okay. In between.
this one, and I feel like I did a pretty good job of picking which ones like.
Yeah, the E would be complicated, right?
Yeah, I don't know that I would do that again.
No, I'm saying like to do the leaf.
Oh, that one, yes. See,
And I
that
may not
one?
do that
yeah,
one.
I don't think I will do that one. But this one's a great one.
Yeah, I may do less than what you did.
Right. And another option is to do no leaves touching the,
And I'll
letters?
probably do that.
or to do only leaves and no letters.
What?
It's your painting, you can do whatever you want. But then you've just got to pick a painting of like
Or you could do one word.
leaves.
You could just do like #blessed.
See? And it's on the bottom, it'd be super cute.
Or you could do great. I mean, you could really do.
Yeah, you can pick one word. And then like, it's easy enough to fake the leaves.
I'm so thrown right now.
I mean, it's... Oh man.
Is it easy enough?
I mean, it's not a good idea because in the future, when you do the painting will be like, well, it was good enough last time.
I was really tired when I painted. I was really tired.
Oh, goodness.
Oh. I don't know.
You're so funny.
I've never done that before. I've never faked painting before.
But I just give you so many options. So, so many different ways to be satisfied with it. Do we know each other on Instagram? I don't feel like we do.
Oh, are we not there yet?
I don't think so. So there's this girl that did this box and she tagged me in it, the Magic Happens one.
Yeah.
And she did none of the lettering.
Oh, nice.
And she did a super pink sky. She didn't even do the sun setting. It was so cute.
Okay, I don't know. I'm so torn right now.
I know.
I don't even
and I threw it on you. I should have like given you some time to.
Now I'm on the camera and I'm freaking out inside.
Dun, dun, dun. What are you gonna do?
I don't know.
No, you can't have my phone.
I love my kids and I'm so glad they're not with me. Although your job would be more entertaining.
So, there's also some leaves that you did that with this one. You were like, nope, not gonna act like that one's there.
Which one? Was there another?
There was one right there.
Oh, oops.
No, but I think that's the right choice to make. You know?
Yeah. What if I did just do no words? I really think I'm gonna try it.
I think that like
let me try it so that we can see what that looks like.
it's even better than like doing exactly what I'm doing, is to do something completely different.
I think I will.
So that people can see the difference.
Okay. It's happening.
Are you gonna do one word or
I've made
words?
my decision. Well, I thought I'd made my decision. I was gonna do no words and just like.
I love it. I think it's a really cute little painting of, because that's my favorite time of year, and it only lasts for like a week or two, where the grass is still green but leaves are falling, and your eye just has these like crazy, what's another word for orgasm?
We're still going.
Okay. Like, no, but that's really what's going on with your eyes, because your eyes are looking down and they're like, I'm not supposed to see all that color at the same time.
That's wild. I mean, I was talking to my boyfriend the other day. I was like, I am so basic because I love fall so much.
I do
but
too.
yeah, you're right. Like, especially here because the grass is still green when the leaves start changing. But I think because I grew up on this mountain.
Right?
It's why I love fall, because it's beautiful up here. I feel like.
We live on a mountain.
We live on a mountain. Some like to say a big hill.
Right?
I can't wait to hear how southern I sound.
Oh.
How does that feel? I don't really like.
You know what's harder than hearing like my nasally southern like voice is seeing what I actually look like.
Yeah, I didn't say I was gonna watch it.
Like, I really hope what takes off is like maybe just the podcast part, like where people can just hear us.
Yeah. That would be.
Yeah, I'd be fine with that. I mean, I sent you that picture one time, right? Like I paused the video when I was editing and I had like a double chin and I was like,
I'm not even gonna. Have you noticed that my eyes have really avoided that area?
oh, good.
Since
we can't really see so that helps. We can't see but I do know that like when I paint on camera, like I have better posture.
Oh, really?
And so like,
look at me.
Like, well, and when I paint alone, I'm like this, and then like an hour into it, I'll start getting like neck pain because my body's like, what are you doing? Like, this is not who we are.
So, yeah, I do want to do a podcast.
Oh, do you have some ideas? Because I just want to put the audio from this as a podcast without
So,
cleaning
like-
it up or anything.
I mean, yeah, so many ideas.
Awesome.
No, because I'm into true crime, but like everybody has a true crime podcast.
There's this girl on Facebook, and I don't follow it because it's not, although Facebook thinks that it's my jam, it's not my jam.
True crime?
She, like, as she's applying makeup, she tells some horror story about somebody
Oh.
being murdered.
Okay, well, that's weird. Sorry. For whoever you are out there, I bet it's a great success.
Right.
This is not what I meant. I'd have to see it.
I don't, yeah, it's not my jam. She starts putting on makeup and starts talking about someone being murdered. I'm like,
No, I don't know. I don't know, like, being a single mom, I feel like I could tap into that area, that arena. Single parenting.
you can. It, like, if we say it too much, then I'll just have to make it private. And YouTube will tell me. I've already had restrictions.
Alright, I won't say it again. Huh.
No, you can. Like the last one, they took it, and I probably said fuck like 4 or 5 times. You know?
That's 3 for us, right? Within 15 minutes.
But who's counting?
Seconds.
You know what I love is being divorced on January 1st. And so people are like, how long have you been divorced? And I can say like,
God, you really can.
1 year, 10 months, 20 days. But who's counting?
But, yeah, that's just an estimate.
Right.
I don't even remember. I should remember the day of my...
And then I have these like not great
Divorce.
friends that are like, God, I feel like it's been longer than that. Weren't you complaining about him in 2017? I was like, yeah. Mm-hmm. It was.
Yeah, mine was... Oh man, it is around this time.
Really? So catch this. I have friends that like go into deep depressions in October, or like have this thing where they have like MS type symptoms only like 1 month a year or so. And so it's kind of tied to some sort of like trauma that they haven't completely like worked out.
What are you trying to say about me?
Nothing. I'm just, but like all of a sudden you're like, ooh, it was this time of year.
No, yeah, it definitely was. I feel happy. I'm like very
good.
joyful right now.
Oh, good.
This time of year.
Yeah, I'm glad I haven't really given anybody like power over any of my months, you know?
Yeah, I don't.
As long as I actually start my period. I'll be good.
Are you worried?
No, I mean, like I had a period last month. I've done nothing since then.
Oh, you're fine.
I mean, it was a weird period, and I don't have weird periods.
Can we get into detail about that on this video? Because, I mean...
Yeah, I don't care. But
I mean... How weird.
Listen, I've only not had a period twice, and I have 2 kids.
Right.
You know? So I don't think that Mother Nature's gonna be all weird and give me some weird pregnancy when I'm 41 years old. I mean, I've done the research because some dude, Red Flag Cowboy, was like, will you have my babies?
Name upgrade?
Maybe.
Was it always that?
Red Flag Cowboy?
Okay, maybe it was.
Maybe. It's like the best name,
It
and I
really
hate that
is.
he gets it. And even number 34 was like, Red Flag Cowboy has a better name than me. I was like, oh, just give it some time. you'll do something stupid and earn yourself a better nickname.
You'll get an upgrade. I only have one nickname for one guy from years back. But it was just 22 because he was so much younger than me. Hashtag.
It was 22.
Yeah.
Yeah, number 34 was
34.
yeah, which is 7 years younger than me.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, at least. I don't remember.
Listen, here's my thing. Like one day he was like, "Sorry, I was napping." I was like,
Yeah.
I thought I was gonna get away from that. If you were 7 years younger than me, I thought that you weren't gonna be a napper. I don't like nappers.
Well, I can go.
No, in my friends, I don't care at all. I'm like, "Oh, baby girl, I bet you're tired." You know?
Single momming all day.
Right. My best friend will be like, "Well, I'm gonna go take a nap." I'm like, "Oh, I hope you sleep good." And any guy, I'm like, "You lazy bum, wake up."
You and my brother really would have never worked.
Right.
I've never seen anybody that
Really?
that can nap so much.
Well,
Call it that.
and I kind of knew that because there were a few times when he would be like, "Oh, sorry, I laid down and accidentally took a nap."
For 3 months. For 3 months. I accidentally laid down in your guest bedroom and took a nap for 3 months.
Right. Oopsies.
Whoops.
That just reminded me.
He got up to drink. What am I talking about?
That reminds me of a guy I dated, you know, and then like I didn't date him. Like I had to move out of the city, right? It was one of those to stop dating him. And we had this mutual friend, and she gave him a job, doing whatever, and he just didn't show up his first day of work. And 3 weeks later, he sent her a text message.
No.
3 weeks later. Isn't that crazy?
What did it say? Sorry, I missed work.
Yeah, hey, so I don't think this job is right for me. Yeah, and she was like, "Well, I mean, we filled it with someone that showed up, you know."
Man, what is like...
Can you imagine being in denial for 3 weeks that you don't actually have a job that you need to show up to? Do you think that for 3 weeks every morning he was like, "Dang, I really should go, but
I just don't think it's a good
sleep."
fit. I don't remember what it is, but it's
Right.
probably not gonna work out.
Right, it's been so long I can't find it in my emails. Where is it?
What was the name of that place?
You still love your green? I still don't like my green.
Oh no, I love it. I love it.
Please tell me what you're gonna do. No letters?
Yeah, I think I'm doing no letters. I'm not fully committed to that.
Can you add a leaf or two here, 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 and here? You need to. I can mark them out for you. Because
freehand.
Because I kind of like arranged the leaves around the letters, sorta. And so in order for it to not look like you covered up letters, like what if when you were done, like it had the shadow of the words?
Is it gonna?
No. I don't mean to get in your head about this.
So nervous.
It's supposed to be fun. It doesn't matter. So like one of my oldest subscribers, I don't know how old she is, but she's been around the longest. And she's from the country of Cyprus. I'm not sure where that is.
Okay. I wasn't gonna ask because I feel like an idiot.
I told one of my best friends, I was like, I feel like a privileged bitch because when people are like, "What do you do?" I'm like, "Well, I drink and paint for a living." And she just sent me a message that said, get a better elevator pitch.
Get a what?
A better elevator pitch.
I mean, I want this to be my job. I love my job, actually.
And I don't drink every time.
Is that true?
Yeah. The Republic of Cyprus is an island country in the eastern Mediterranean. Look, it's got a bunch of Russian-looking letters around it.
Oh, cool.
West of Syria and Lebanon, north
Hello,
of Egypt,
friend, and
Israel, and southeast
Cyprus.
Greece, right? And so, do you think they speak English?
Can you Google that?
This person in particular. I don't know. I keep talking about my mystery subscriber in Cyprus.
Now she's like, all right. This is, I sing everything. My boyfriend's son is like, why do you sing everything?
Does he really?
Yeah.
That's awesome. Look, we're the same amount done, and you're like, I'm super happy with it. I'm like, mine's terrible. Look, they look exactly the same.
They really do, and I like mine.
Oh, good for you. Look,
Look,
get
I'm putting
yourself
a little.
I'm gonna do one for me too. Ooh.
Done, boy. All right, I gotta get rid of some of this. That was too much. All right, I'm here. I am. I'm going over blessed.
And keep all the leaves.
I am. I'm gonna add some. That'd be crazy.
I'm so glad you're doing this.
Me too.
So I feel like it's like my responsibility to do the painting to a T. And then I think I'm realizing it's your responsibility to rebel against it.
Okay. I'm doing it.
Good.
It's happening. I remember, like, the first time we did this, I felt like everything had to be outlined perfect, and I'm not feeling that way this time.
Maybe you influenced me negatively because by the time I did that painting in front of the cameras, I spent 8 hours on it.
Are you serious?
Yes. 8.
Alright. I mean, I probably did all together, because remember I came back.
Right. But then I painted that painting like twice before I got you to paint it with me, and then I redid it again and painted it with my friends again. I painted that painting like 4 times. It was like time served.
But what about, here's your question, did you like it any better when you spent 8 hours on it?
Hell yeah. Look at it. It looks great.
It does. It really does.
I geeked out about the details and the stripes and stuff, you know.
Yeah, I like the colors too. The color scheme on that.
I usually start off every painting like trying to make purple, and then I accidentally make this like mud color. And I'm like,
I like that color. It's still purpley.
it is, technically. Laptop, more of that song.
I'm really vibing on this. I don't really know what that means when people say that.
Right.
I mean, I do, but like, I don't know if I use it correctly. 'Cause I'm
Right.
old.
So I used to do this thing that I thought was super fun and cute and awesome, where I planned a party for people and they just paid a couple's fee, and I had like a DJ and I had it catered and I had a venue, right? And I did it around Valentine's and stuff, right? I think it's a great idea in general, you know, because it gives everybody a way to kind of hang out, you know,
Yeah.
around other people and have a lot of fun. I think sometimes I'm before my time. with things. Now that venue that I used does their own Valentine's party. And they just
Stop
basically
giving away your ideas.
copy what I did. Which is fine because I just kind of, after a couple of years, I grew tired of it, you know. But speaking of, like, one of my good friends, I thought, she left the party and I was like, wait a second. I ran into her at a bar later and she was like, sorry I ghosted you. And I was like, so you're not using that word correctly. Did not ghost me. You know? It's like, it was weird for a friend
To say that she ghosted you. Like, oh no,
that's not what happened.
veiled would have
Yes.
been inappropriate.
Right. From a 45-year-old friend of mine. She wasn't a date. Yeah. Oh, I'm doing that stupid thing again where I put paint in places that I may not get to in time and then it's gonna dry.
Or like here.
Yep. Right there. Thanks. So do you embrace like that you take longer at work instead of trying to speed up to match everybody?
Oh yeah, I mean it's just kind of
I'm glad you do because
who I am.
I don't think that you would be able to do the same job, right?
Yeah, well for me it's more about like I don't think I really like if I'm not talking to somebody, but if I'm like enjoying my client, not that I don't enjoy most all of them, but I'm just saying if I'm like into a conversation with them, I'll stop or I'm just like talking
Right.
to them and I'm painting the highlights or whatever,
Right.
and I don't know.
I'm glad you like make a point to enjoy it
Yeah, I love my job.
instead of treating people like a
Get out of my
cattle
chair.
thing, right? What's that called? A cattle.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
When you know they all go through cow call, whatever. Oh my gosh, you completely covered it up. It looks great.
I'm pretty excited about it.
So here's the thing. You see how like you just kind of got this thing in the middle, right? So that's just what you have to do with the leaves, right?
Wait,
just
like
like
what?
keep the thing in the middle.
Oh right, yeah.
You have to create that in some of those since you painted over the words. I spent so much time on.
I'm not gonna have guilt.
I'm glad. No, I'm really glad you're doing this because like I don't feel like it's my place to like tell you what to do, but you're doing exactly what I wanted you to do.
I'm easy. I'm easy to be swayed.
I didn't sway you. I guess I did. Well, I was like, I'm gonna do great. I was like, a lot of people are gonna do exactly this, and you're like, yeah, me too. And I was like, but I'm gonna do green. And you're like, me too.
And you're like, or you could cover it. I'm like, ah! So excited.
So what I am gonna do, I feel like it's important to say to the people that are doing the letters, I am going to do the shadow part of the letters first. And then I'm going to do like the white part of the letters. I'm not gonna use those colors, but I feel like if I do the shadow first, then I do like that part that's currently white, that's gonna like show up in a way that I can probably just do the one coat. You know?
I'm not really listening because I'm not doing letters. I'm just kidding. Just kidding.
Wait, what'd you say? Yeah.
Sounds great.
Communication's important, right? Yeah, I heard you.
It's really important for October this year. Something with the stars and the moon.
Are you being serious?
Yeah, I don't
Is it a
know.
thing?
But yeah, it is a thing. Somebody told me at work. I was like, oh, okay.
This October in particular?
This one, something about the harvest thing of the something.
See, right?
And I'm like, I'm just going to take this opportunity to have a lot of serious conversations with them.
Well, good for you. Those are some serious
And
conversations.
my family.
This goes with the music at least. Genevieve and her mystery stomach aches. Like, it's the cookies that you're eating.
We hear you. Ooh, what is that?
Oh my gosh, my friend brought over like some random donuts. A dozen donuts today. Hey Genevieve, you know those plain glazed looking ones? Don't eat those. I accidentally spilled garlic powder inside the box today. Don't tell your brother. I was like, I just did the most hilarious accidental prank ever. She was like, what are you gonna do? I was like, nothing. At all. I'm excited.
Oh man.
Because she hates garlic powder.
I wish he would have one right now.
I know it.
He's
So-
gonna have a hilarious reaction.
So Paul has this like, you know, learning difficulty, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't know it until first grade. And so I was just kind of like, do you work? Why are you not doing your work? Why are you not better than this? Oh my gosh, right? And then one day when his test results came back, I picked him up from school. I was like, hey buddy, how are you? And I took him to go get ice cream. I was like, Lee, you want to go to the park? He was like, why are you being so nice to me? I was like, I'm so sorry. I didn't know, you know, that you were actually trying your best. I thought you were being lazy. And he still
like-
remembers that day.
Well, yeah.
Oh yeah.
What does he say about that day?
Nothing.
Remember when you took me to have a bunch of fun because you realized?
Look, your fake leaf right there is better than mine because mine looks just like that one, and yours is a little more like skewed, and so I'm jealous because those two, that's gonna drive me nuts forever.
Well, you can cover yours up.
No.
I just went real big and then just like did something with it. See, I just did like that and then I kind of shaped it later. And it's kind of swirly. I don't know. Thanks.
Did you tell your boyfriend that you're gonna do this? And you're like, I'll be over there at 7.
I said I'm going to hang out with Anna again.
Awesome.
And I was like, hit me up later. Slide into my DM.
Are your girls coming in tonight?
Well, adult. It's an adult night for me.
Awesome. So I had this planned with another girl,
Oh, okay.
and then you were like, do you want to hang out? And I was like, yeah, and she's coming too. And so then at the beginning of the day today, I was telling my 7-year-old daughter, I was like, all these 4 girls are coming over.
Whoops.
And then when Angie canceled, I was like, oh, so Millie and Alyssa are not coming. She was like, oh, I hope Zella doesn't cancel. I was like, Zella's not canceling. And then you were like, I'll have my kids. I was like, so Zella's not coming.
Sorry, babes. It is,
I know she doesn't get it, but like one day, God, I hope maybe she doesn't understand it. Maybe, I hope she like resents me for it. And she never knows what it's like to be a single mom. You know what I mean?
yeah, 100%. I've never.
I hope she's like, oh. Right. I just wanted to be like, gosh, she never let me play with my friends
Her friends.
when I wanted to.
Her friend mom's like, sure, took advantage when they didn't. And so they offered to keep their children.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, back to the podcast. Sitch.
Yeah.
I do think there's, I don't know. Have you ever watched, can I mention another podcast? Or another video? YouTube thing? I'm Mom So Hard.
I've seen that like on Facebook or Instagram.
They're so cute and funny.
They have a podcast?
No, it's video. A vlog.
Is it on YouTube?
Oh, I don't know. I just watch them on Facebook too.
Okay.
Like when they pop up. But I would guess, yeah, they do like, they tour around. They're so funny.
What do they do when they tour? It's not stand-up though, is it?
I mean, they're pretty funny. I mean, they really just sit around and kind of drink and talk about like their husbands, their kids,
Oh, nice.
and like,
I love stuff like that.
yeah.
I think I've just like shared their memes.
They're so good. I mean, I don't know about their memes. I don't know anything them. But it's so relatable. Right? I feel like there are a lot of single moms out there that need.
Speaking of our Mom So Hard, there's this wildly popular Facebook page called, have I told you this already? It's called Like You Only Prettier.
No.
And when I read it, I thought it said Like You Only Pettier, and I was like, that's fucking hilarious. And then I realized it said Like You Only Prettier, which is, but like, it's wildly popular, but like I immediately opened up a new Facebook page and called it Like You Only Pettier.
That's amazing.
And so I can use it instead of storing like 10,000 memes on my phone. I just post it to
that.
I need to like figure out how to keep it from coming back to me, you know, for the church people that know me, because I enjoy posting some pretty funny stuff on there, you know, some alter ego kind of stuff. Yeah,
I think that should be our single mom podcast name.
Like You Only Pettier. See, it's good, isn't it?
It is.
Do you know what my blogger name, my wannabe blogger name is?
What?
The Bloggernaut. Like
like
the
it.
Juggernaut.
I like it.
The Bloggernaut.
I was just gonna name my podcast Schmommy.
Oh.
Single Schmommy. What? Is it an X? Is it a boy?
I mean, technically, he's a guy.
I don't know how to do that.
I've never been interested in him. So, like, we say, like, I'm gonna call it mildly. We say, like, mildly inappropriate things to each other. He was actually my first date after my divorce, right? And it was a lunch date to the, like, Blue Plate Cafe or something like that, right?
Ew.
Like, and he kept, like, talking about, wow, you look really nervous, are you nervous? And really, it's because he was nervous and trying to, like, project that onto me. You know? And I was super nervous. It was my first date. I've gotten, like, I'm way different now, you know?
Yeah.
I'm like, what's up? You don't look like your pictures.
Did you say that?
Not to this guy. Because it was my first one out of the gate. So, he didn't look like his pictures. But anyway, he's a good friend, right? Like, he's a decent guy. Oh gosh, I'm having trouble here. So, you know, I said something mildly inappropriate to him. Like, the kind of thing that we typically say to each other for the last year and a half, you know? And he was like, so I'm actually seeing someone right now, and they saw that, and it kind of like, we had this awkward conversation about why am I having these conversations with you, and then she wanted to know, why did I not tell you that I was dating someone? And it just, honestly, like, I didn't think about it. I was like, well, that would be weird for you to tell me that you were seeing someone, because that's not kind of, like, it's not my business. I don't really care about that, right?
Right?
I like it.
I should have put one right there. Damn it.
You still can.
No, I can't. No, it's fine. I actually like it.
Good. So,
Anyway, yes.
and I tried to tell him, I was like, tell her this specifically, read it out loud. I said, chicks before dicks. I had no idea. He means nothing to me.
Did he read that?
I don't know.
I don't know that would have made it better.
I know. I get that. But like, that's all I can do in that situation, right?
Oh man, yeah.
I mean, I completely feel that way. Seriously.
No, I know.
Chicks before dicks.
But
coming from a girl that likes a guy, she's gonna be like, whatever. I get that. But seriously, I care nothing about this guy.
in that way.
I could have had him. Wanted him. I never dated him.
Do you watch your videos?
Not that I know of. He is the reason why I turned my Facebook beauty group into a private group, because he was liking all my pictures in there. You know, I had it public in case there was some girl that was like, oh look, pretty makeup, but no, it was just creepy guys.
Weird.
Right. Oh, the detail work with these letters.
So far beyond that part.
I'm moving so fast now. My name's Carly. I'm so fast at what I'm doing. Gray. Only cover the gray, Inigo. Not that gray. The other gray.
I'm even throwing some leaves on the side.
Ooh! I might steal that idea.
So, not as many, but yeah. Yes. I am doing it.
I like that.
That guy, the little guy.
I gotta say, like, you know, I have the Be Gentle With Yourself hanging in my bedroom, which is like, originally it was, hey, this is a gentle reminder to not self-sabotage.
Right.
And I painted the edges, and I notice the painted edges every day. So I feel like it's important.
It is. It gets super annoying if I crunch eyes on your video.
No.
Thanks so much, my ex-husband painted. He paints still. He's alive and well.
Like, artistically?
Yeah, no, he's really talented.
Really?
Yeah, some of them. But anyway, yeah, he would paint and not do the edges. And I was always like,
what?
You've got to go back and do these edges. Like, what are you doing with your life?
Right. I can't believe you did that. Oh, here's like something that I should have said in the beginning. Like right there, you should do the leg of the R, not you, Carly. Because it's not there, and I feel like it should be there. I don't know. There's a chance I'm not gonna do it. So, was he professionally trained?
No, I mean, he's an architect, so he's just kind of like artsy.
Is that like 2 architects that you dated?
I only dated one. I dated a guy in college that is now an architect, but he was just an art major at the time. My ex-husband is an architect. My dad is an architect.
I don't know. I'm just saying I see a pattern.
There's so many messed up things about my life. So many patterns.
Alright, there. There. Okay. I can do this.
But yeah,
We're about to edit out about 10 minutes of this video. If you know what I'm saying.
why?
We're gonna go outside for a second.
Oh, gotcha.
Gosh. Stuck together. Hey, if you start using the small paintbrush and you don't have the kind of control that you want.
Trim it?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. I also need another beverage. So you really do
Yeah, so it'll work out good. I mean, I need to pee. Right? So it'll work out good. This will dry. I'll paint the edges.
I want to finish my edges.
Yeah, let's get to like a stopping point.
Speaking of my ex's band, he gave me a painting and he called it the divorce painting. He was like, here, I painted this while we were going through like all of our stuff and blah, blah, blah. Not my favorite.
We're gonna keep it forever, right?
Well, I did that one.
If I'm just painting something regular and someone starts talking trash about something, like things turn cloudy.
Well, yeah, again, not my favorite painting that he's ever done. But anyway, I did keep it. I was like, okay, thanks, because we get along, whatever. So when I moved here and I started my new job, I had to like decorate my own like space, you know, for the salon. And I hung it up, and I never noticed that he titled it not the divorce painting, but Tempest. And I was like, you got me.
Where was it written?
On the back.
That's pretty funny.
Like, very small.
That's pretty funny. I had this like knack for like creatively naming artwork, you know, and I didn't realize it until one day, like in college, I had like all these girls standing around me and they were like, what would you call this one? And I was like, banana bowl. You know? Like I was just saying the weirdest things and they were like, yes, that's right. And I talked to him about it and stuff. I was like, oh, I have a thing for names of paintings. I had this one painting, one of my favorites, but I tore it up and it was called Martyrdom. It was about somebody.
Imagine. It was about somebody.
I wasn't calling her dumb. I was calling being a martyr dumb. You know? Sacrificing your wants and needs for other people that don't appreciate it. That's stupid.
Never done that before. Ooh, I dropped the towel.
Ever?
No, my whole life has been. I feel like
Your whole life's been what?
spent doing that. Not really.
Oh.
Not really sacrificing my happiness. That's not real. That ain't even real.
I don't know. I mean, I did a lot. Like, I just like
I just mean probably with my family.
stopped being me, you know? And now I'm
In
kind of settling
marriage?
into like, yeah, like, you know what? I can be like really different alone and no one's trying to normalize me. And that feels pretty good.
I feel like I'm a people pleaser. If that makes me like a martyr.
No?
But my mom, that's always been a thing. Like I will do anything. I will give up my happiness just if she'll like me.
Really? So, and y'all are close, so here's the thing, like, you know, like, what does the closeness do for you, and what does the closeness do to you?
Yeah, well, so
Right.
I'm figuring that out right now.
Yeah.
Like, and it's brutal. Quite Quite literally.
So, I mean, because I don't envy you, and I didn't really bring this up when we were talking because I was like, I'm going to see her soon, you know, but like, you know, I kind of got there with my parents last year, and I felt really good about my decision, but I really regret being lazy and not putting leaves on the edges. I don't know how to say it without making you change your route, you know, but like,
I'm not going to change my route.
Christmas was really lonely for me.
Yeah.
And it's not
And I
that
thought about
anything
it.
changed, but my expectations changed. I gave up this decades-long hope that I was going to be accepted for who I am. Does that make sense?
Yeah, perfect sense.
And so like my interaction didn't change that much, but like my hope
Yeah.
did.
But I mean,
Which
my
sucks.
thing is that I can't do it anymore. Like I've realized it in the past before, and I've been like, okay, this is it. I gotta shut this shit down. Like I gotta do, you know, make my own path and do all this, and I can't let them.
But then
like,
you
when
put
I
up with it
started
still.
dating this guy, and I mean, he couldn't be like nicer, and we
Right.
like I don't know. I mean, it's.
So they've
Whatever.
done this kind of stuff before?
Oh yeah, like
Every time?
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
Really?
not that I don't think I would like maybe happily be married or still. I don't know. I
Okay.
don't know what my life would be like.
Sure.
But like everything, I do everything they told me to do, except for with this, especially with people that I date.
Up until this
So
point in my
weird.
life,
Yeah.
I did everything that they told me to do.
Right.
It's a better thing than... what
Yeah,
you
and
just
it's not just about guys, really, but yeah, they don't want that our family dynamic to change. So therefore, like, if somebody who I really care about comes into the mix and is of the same mind to be like, hey, this shit ain't right.
Right.
And not that it's him. I've had family members and friends telling me that for years. But when like someone that you are romantically involved with is like,
It's hard to not...
it's hard to
ignore it. When
It's easier to listen because you're like, oh, this is going to affect our relationship, and this is.
Is that what's going on? Because he's like this healthy, emotional person that's like, listen, this is
No,
weird.
he's got his own stuff. Don't get me started. But no, he is in most ways.
Right?
But I mean, yeah, we had to deal with some stuff too on his end, not with his family, but
Sure.
maybe with his ex.
Right.
Not that there was.
So I met this guy once and dated him that had no kind of weird stuff. He was like, yeah, I was married to this girl, but we're like friends on, you know, social media and blah, blah, blah. We're all past that. And I was like, really? He was like, yeah. And then turns out, no. Like, he just wanted to believe that they were okay. And they were like,
Yeah.
nowhere close to okay.
Well, and I think that's probably more his ex was like, I don't want her to be friends. And I'm like, and now I get along with her and I like her. And that's great. I'm like, well, that's not real life.
It's not.
I want to be able to co-parent with this person and with my people too, but like, it's not real life to like hang out and be like,
Constantly.
when they were like still doing like family dinners.
So here's the thing,
I was
like-
like, here's something for me personally, like I'm not gonna date someone.
So I have this friend, whatever, that, oh, wait, look, she did the edges too.
Sure did.
They look good. So the parents make a point to act like they get along in front of the kids. You know what that does to the kids? It makes the kids really confused about why their parents got a divorce.
So, don't get me started. Don't get me started. Yeah, because I had to realize that myself too. So I'm not like pointing fingers at him and her, like what they were trying to do and what, you know, But I had to go through that with my ex. And also, if you're both single, which they were up until me, I mean, he, you know, dated or whatever, but,
We only have 30 minutes left of the 2-hour video.
but like,
Look, I'm gonna stop them so that we have more time. Is that okay?
yeah, but with,
You good?
yeah,
Awesome. You are the only person that's ever literally started it at the same time, so I can't even hear yours starting.
stuff like that.
What am I gonna do?
I know, I'm ready. I'm just gonna jump right back in.
Right. God, I almost grabbed your super clean palette. Like, oh, look at this new thing. I'm gonna use it.
I kind of like the painting from the tube, but
Right. Well, and I super enjoy the leaves being just straight out of the tube, because these are great leaf colors. Oh yeah, I gotta look. I totally agree. Okay, gosh.
what? Yes.
I concur.
I totally agree.
I like just these 4 together, right? Like, wait, these 5. So, these are all leaf colors, right?
Yeah. I love the burnt sienna.
And maybe some of this weird green.
Not for me today. Not.
Maybe not me either, because I did green on the background, right? This is honestly, well, if I were you, I would add this ochre to this brown.
Okay.
It makes a beautiful brown.
I'll do that.
Because this brown by itself will end up looking too black, I think.
I'm just painting over everything, and then I'm going to go back and outline it and do little lines.
I feel like I'm probably not going to finish in my 2 hours, because I want to start doing the leaves, but I actually want to paint over my green again.
Yeah, and I may do. I don't know if I'll paint it on my green again or not.
Oh no. You're not like me. I'm gonna find times when I've not painted everything completely, because you can clearly see when you've not painted all your stuff.
I don't know. I've got little
You think so?
spots. So there we go.
So do you feel like this is like too fallish to have up year round?
No, like, and I mean, part of me is tempted just to do like those colors that I was talking about earlier.
Right?
Like just this red and then do like a yellowish. Because I do think that would be kind of through winter, because it's kind of Christmassy too.
Right.
But also still fallish. So I'm gonna do those colors first and then go back and see if I want to. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Because then it would be like through the holidays type thing to have up. Is that dumb?
No, it's not.
So on the one that you showed me, the red was my favorite color of the leaves that you did.
On the one that I showed you.
The first one that you did, I guess. The one that you did already today.
Yeah.
So I feel like I'm gonna use up a lot of the red because it was so pretty.
Now there's two reds. There's a red orange and there's a red red.
I'm doing crimson. What color there? Which is a song that I redid. So you can find it on Spotify.
Are you serious?
Yeah, no, I'm very serious.
Really?
Yeah.
That's awesome. Is my phone here?
Yeah.
Oh, why is it talking to me?
It's like play Carly Parker on Spotify.
Right. Our 64-year-old neighbor wants me to come over.
I'm not gonna ask.
Set timer for 25 minutes.
A timer is already running. Would you like to replace it?
Yes.
Okay. The timer's now
Okay.
running for 25 minutes.
Okay.
He sounds good.
Okay, so my ex-husband's so crazy that he got jealous of...
Are you serious?
Yes. Of when I had a male Siri. And then I remember us sitting on the back porch.
You haven't looked at my facial expression, but I'm pretty sure it stayed like this for a while, like the whole time we were talking.
So I asked him, I was like, hey, rap for me, and he rapped for me. And then he was asking his Siri female, hey, rap for me, and she was like, no, I don't do that. And he was like upset about it. I was like, God, this is so weird. I mean, it's weird.
Yeah, I don't know him.
Yeah, don't.
It's not worth it. He sit at my house one time and not tell me that his old house was in my backyard?
Right. I lived there for 8 years. 8 years.
I find that odd behavior.
So, he was one of those guys that, one of those people, it's not a guy trait, that chooses kind of chaos over dealing with your stuff, you know? And so every few years when I was like, hey, I've got some stuff that I think we should deal with, and he's like, I think we should move. Right? And I was like, wait a second, no, I like where we are, you know? I don't think we need to move to Kwajalein. That was right after we bought the house. He wanted to move to Kwajalein, and I was like, no, we're not doing that. My son is gonna grow up with these like solid friendships, and he's gonna get to know these kids, you know? He really did. He wanted to move to Kwajalein.
That is a strange...
That's a 3-year kind of commitment, you know? Do you know anything about Kwajalein? Mm-hmm. It's like a military base, kind of in between Hawaii and Australia or whatever.
I mean, for him to be jealous of an Australian voice on your phone.
Yeah, exactly.
What did
I mean, he was jealous of Dave Grohl. That's kind of the reason why I have a Dave Grohl tag on my car, is because like that was him trying to demonstrate that he was no longer jealous of Dave Grohl. But he never stopped being, I mean, like, I just like the Foo Fighters. I like the songs. I like the sound.
Also, Dave Grohl's badass.
He's like a really cool person, you know? But it's not like I wanted to leave my husband for him, right?
Well, I mean, did you?
So I would not be another number for a musician. You know?
I mean, I'm pretty sure he's like, isn't he like happily?
Yeah, I remember the road I was driving on when I heard on the radio that he got married the previous weekend. I was like, sake. What was I supposed to do now? I was like in my 20s, you know? When he got married to the woman he's still married to.
Yeah, he's super cool guy. I mean,
Yes.
because I know him personally, and we've had a lot of interaction.
So there's this great documentary. Well, there's two. There's Sound City, and then there's this other one called Back and Forth, I think. And he's like recording a record at his house. And they're like in the throes of like putting together a song, right? And getting the sound just right. And his daughter, his tiny daughter, comes in there and she's like, "You said you were gonna go swimming with me. It's time to go swimming." And he's like, "Okay." And everybody just couldn't help but to laugh about it. Because she didn't care. She didn't know.
She's like, I'm gonna need you to.
This is what you said. It's time to go. It was so cute and funny. And then, of course, they took a break and he went and swam with her.
That's what I mean. I think he really is cool. Well, so he loves Memphis, Tennessee. And
Right.
goes to Barbecue Fest every year. Listen to this story. Ugh, I've never hated my life so much. So my cousin and her husband had this, they entered the competition. They're like, come down, or up, rather.
Right.
And,
That's how far south we are. Come up.
well,
to
I was
Memphis.
in Oxford. So, but yeah, so I did, and so there's different like levels of the competition. God, I've hung out with my boyfriend too much. The details don't matter. But there's like smaller. He talks so much.
So funny.
But so they were in the smaller category, and I guess it's like a known thing if you win that category that Dave Grohl kind of comes to your tent and is like, "Hey, congrats," whatever. He enters the competition himself every year.
Oh, fun. That's
So the
fun.
tent next to my cousin's won.
Okay.
We missed Dave Grohl stopping by their tent to congratulate them by mere minutes.
Are you serious?
We got back and they were like, "Dave fucking Grohl just came by our tent." And I was like, I've never hated my life so much.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So that's my Dave Grohl story.
Oh, no. I mean, I would have been
I was like, which way? Which way?
devastated. So he goes to what? What's it called?
Yeah, it's called Barbecue Fest. And it's fun anyway. But I don't know why he loves Memphis so much, but I feel like
Yeah, I don't. Well, but he
I mean, I
really
love
appreciates like Sound City, that documentary.
yeah, I've watched some of that. Is it's like different
It's
cities, different episodes, right?
Sound City is about this like recording studio in Hollywood, and all the people that loved this Neve soundboard that they had there. And then he ended up buying it, and at the end of Sound City, like they played, like Tom Petty, like, you know, was there to reminisce and play some music on it and stuff. Color is so pretty.
So what? Wait, hold on 2 seconds. Should I see where I was going with like the Christmassy thing? It could be Christmassy. Should I break? I'm gonna break through and make it fallish.
Okay.
Don't you think? But see what I was saying? Like I could do like a lime green and make it Christmassy.
Right.
It would look like
Or even the white.
Christmas lights.
Yeah, it's pretty.
But I think I'm gonna continue.
On the fall only.
I think so. Okay, so now I guess I'm talking about the thing where he went and he would go to different cities that he loved and write a song in every city and record it in that city.
Oh, I haven't even heard about that. Sound City is about this one music studio in Hollywood, and all the people that used to go and play there. It's on Netflix. It's really good. But the best one is the other one, Back and Forth. If you're a Foo Fighters fan, it's because it's all their history and stuff, and all the different band members that they've had over the years and stuff, and how they came to get those band members, and then how they came to fall out with those band members and everything. But it's just a really badass movie in general. I love it.
Oh, Dave.
Mm-hmm. But you can tell that he's just like funny and fun-loving, right? I think that that's a big part of his appeal.
Right. Well, and I think that's like, I mean, that somebody would, like Dave Grohl would like go to the tent of every, you know, the smaller people that want, you know, just to like,
I heard a
You just-
story one time. He was like at a record store and somebody gave him like a huge discount. He was like,
seriously?
"Do you know who I am?" And they're like, "Yeah, you're Dave fucking Grohl." He's like, "Yeah, I obviously don't need the discount. Give it to the person behind me, okay?"
See, he's awesome.
See? I know, right? You ever like have interactions with people and you're like, shit, I should have done better.
Daily.
Right?
On a daily basis. I think back to not long ago when I met my boyfriend's parents for the first time.
Oh. Oh no.
No, it's not.
What'd you
that
do?
bad. It's just so dumb. I'm so dumb.
You were just nervous?
Well, no, so I didn't say anything wrong. Thank the Lord. Praise Jesus. Because
Thank you,
I
Jesus.
can say some dumb things when I'm nervous.
What happened?
So, I mean, yeah, no, I was like, I'm pulling this off. I'm doing really good. And there was one
They
involved.
love me.
I don't know.
Oh gosh, that's so dangerous. It's like, oh sweet, this will help. And
His
then
dad
also it's like,
kept he was like, want another glass? And Judd was like, no, we're about to leave. And I was like, yes, please. I'll stay and drink with you.
Judd, bye.
You can go home, buddy. So I guess there was that. But when we walked in, I mean, they're older.
You're pausing. I love the pause.
It's perfect.
It's pregnant with anticipation.
It's not that interesting of a story, and I apologize in advance for everybody. But yeah, they're older, and they were like, well, I guess we can't hug. We'll just kind of sit and hang out, COVID. So then, when I left,
Yeah.
I was like, I'm just gonna give you a hug anyway, and his mom was like,
Did you keep hugging her?
yeah, I just
You
did it.
kept
I just
going
went in for it. I was like, it's too
Right.
late. How do I go back?
What I hate is like when someone tries to like give you a cheek kiss and then like you decide you want to hug them on the other shoulder.
Oh,
and then it's
you're
almost like
"Ugh."
yeah. God, it's messy.
Yeah. I do make fun of Judd, like on our first date. He was like trying to be cool or whatever. So he's talking to the our server, which is a cute young girl, which is fine. I was like, okay, this guy. Because he's like in a deep conversation with her or whatever. And
Right.
I like stroll in 20 minutes late.
Because you're curly.
Well, because I was like breaking out in hives because I was nervous and I had to let those hives die down. Right?
Oh, awesome. I love that
I'm
backstory.
enjoyable. So, and he's like talking and he's like, kind of finishes this like little, I mean, it wasn't long. It was like 10 seconds. Like I was just standing there like, what's going on? He was like, hey, are you must be Carly. And I'm like, yeah, I must be. And
Must be.
shakes my hand and then like turns back to the girl and is like finishes up, wraps it up with her, and I'm like, mother.
Oh, wow.
But
I love that though, that he wasn't like, okay, petty servant,
no, he wasn't.
continue on.
And I was kind of like, seriously, I'm here.
Right. I have arrived.
Yeah, right. I also was just really nervous. And he was like, he was like, seriously? You're freaking out? You strolled in like you own the place. I was like, no, that's just my awkward walk. It comes off as confident.
So at what point did you tell him that? Immediately or like months later?
Immediately that I was nervous?
Yeah. Were you like, I'm 20 minutes late because I have hives?
Oh, yeah. I mean, it wasn't a month later, probably.
But it wasn't that night?
He figured me out real quick. He was like, this girl is not cool at all.
I love it, though. It's really sweet. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not painting in front of my daughter. She's not here. It's a holograph. She's not in the frame.
But yeah, no, it is fun to reminisce with him on my awkwardness mainly.
So, is this the first guy you've dated?
No.
Okay. Have you had any, like, what I like to call, I'm like, thank you for the short and meaningful relationship, but we will never be together. Like.
Oh, I mean, I dated someone that I was like, this was a rebound from my divorce.
Right.
Is that what you mean?
Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, was there someone between
Yeah.
your divorce and Judd? That's good. I'm glad.
Yeah, there was. But it was like a, oh, I don't think I'm gonna do brown. That's awful. I want that purple.
So dark red and dark purple together. If you need it lighter, add a little white. Do not use the light blue or the light red. It's crappy. I mean, you can use some light red with the dark red.
Wait, okay.
Does that make sense? But don't, I
Where's
mean,
the dark red?
use these.
Okay.
I don't know where this one is over here.
Use all those to make that purple?
Wait. Primarily, I only use these to make the purple.
Okay, that's what I was going for.
And then you can add those to make it warmer, cooler. You can use white to make it lighter. You know.
So, yes, dating as a single parent.
Oh my gosh.
Awful. So many bad dates.
I mean, listen, I'm so jaded now. One time I hung out with a guy and I couldn't help.
to go.
I was just thinking during it, I was like,
She needs her phone.
no. I was like, I could have spent tonight alone in the bed, eating steak out and watching a movie. I can't believe I wasted my time.
I went on so many of those. I went on a Zella loves to tell on me. So the other night, Mom was like, Zella was like, Mom, remember that veterinarian? Joe's like, oh, there's also a veterinarian? I'm like,
Yeah, that.
It was one date. But yeah, I mean, I felt that way. I was like, wow, I put makeup on
Right?
for you to talk about the last girl that you dated. And he was like, well, I think one comment was, she was a doctor. And I was like, oh, okay. Sorry that I'm a cosmetologist.
Right? Why are you here? Right? If you didn't like that I do what I do.
I mean,
for a
he
living.
didn't mean it. Like, I think he was just drunk and still hung up on
Right.
that sitch.
But still, I'm just like, okay. Hi, Genevieve. What's up?
I love you. No one can see me. That's awfully strange.
Except for the judge and divorce court that's not going to appreciate my lifestyle coinciding with my family life.
Child slowly exits the room.
She just, I mean, you know, as a child you watch YouTube and you can't help but to like want to be one of those kids, right?
Right.
Can you hear Paul screaming?
I mean, are you asking me or the viewers? Because I definitely can.
And like at like 9:30 I'm like, okay, I have elderly people staying in the Airbnb. You have to be quiet. They've turned all the lights off. I think they've gone night-night now. Look, this is gonna look good. I was right.
It is.
Do the shadow first, because then I can do the shadow just the once. I think. I say that, but then I'm gonna end up painting over the screen again, and then I'm gonna paint over all of it again. I'm gonna geek out and do 8 hours of painting again.
Straight up Carly style.
Baby, what'd you just throw away? Paul started doing this thing where like he decides he doesn't want to eat something and he throws it away, and I'm like, I'm torn because like I've had this diet plan of like just eat what the kids eat, and when they start eating a lot, I won't have a lot to eat. Right?
Yeah, maybe.
And then I'm like mad because he's throwing away like the crumbs that I could eat. I'm like, wait a second. This is not what my plan is.
Doing what you need to do. That was an interesting noise from yourself. Okay, that one's...
I didn't even notice it because it's a normal for Paul noise. Ah! That one?
Yeah. It was a little higher pitched. That one.
Yeah. I guess my laptop died with my YouTube approved music. Did you pause it, baby, or is it dead?
She's like, oh, I might have done something.
It made it weird that
Huh?
made it weird something.
Is it on?
Yeah.
Oh, awesome. Just hit play for me. Just pick one of those things. Yeah. Look how smart you are, Vivi. Good job. Thank you.
Okay.
So, as a reward, I'll give you my phone.
What?
Look, we have like, I don't know, 9 or 10 minutes left before the batteries on the cameras die. So you have like 9 or 10 minutes to wrap up.
Oh, good. No pressure.
Yeah. Set an alarm on your phone for 9 minutes so we can say goodbye without it just dying. Actually, do it for like 7 minutes. And then we'll have this awkward time. Because I don't really know when it's going to die. Paul, too loud! Why did the laptop turn off for a little while?
I think Reeves must have done something.
Oh.
Because she was like, you
Oh,
said that
push
she
this
climbed.
button right here?
She climbed over there and was like,
I just happen to know where this button is that you talk about. So I can't hang out with my 64-year-old neighbor, right?
does he want to sleep with you?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, no. I mean, I don't know. That's up to you. How do you feel about it?
Don't you remember me talking about it? No, he cries about me not wanting to date him.
Oh, no, you can't hang out with that.
Right? I mean, like, I wish I could because we could be friends with each other and he's my neighbor. But he has to get all weird about stuff. He's like, you should feel lucky that I like you because I'm picky. I'm like, oh,
Ooh.
you're also 64.
I mean, is he attractive?
Oh my gosh. Okay, so this one time, and we didn't hook up, but we were,
OMG.
you know,
There's more to the story.
yeah. He made a noise, right? And it was dark, and I was like, okay, maybe I can, because I can't really see him.
So not a
he's
trainer?
old. No, he's a personal trainer.
Oh.
So he looks good for his age, right? But I was like, I don't know, can I? And then he like made this, like, you know, guys make that growly noise. And he made this growling noise, and it sounded like roar, like a zombie or something. I was like, I'm out. I'm sorry, I'm out.
What
I can't do this.
Did you tell him that's fine?
No, I don't want to train people. I'm not a
That's
boyfriend
the girl
trainer.
that sent like sex rolls to one guy.
Listen, and that was effective because he was like, you know, nothing after that, right? He sent me some text after I sent him my sex playbook. He was like, what's up, lady? And I never responded, and he never followed up at all. And that was the guy that I started dating when you were dating Judd.
Yeah.
Yeah. Number 34.
That's right. He was the youngster.
Mm-hmm. Ergo the need for a sex playbook. I've since come to realize after a guy's out of his mid-20s, he either cares or not.
And this is a new realization.
I mean, they either get to the point in their mid-20s.
Mama?
Hey, thanks. Yeah, I heard the alarm. Thank you.
Will they do supposed to do thing?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
So can we turn them off?
Please don't turn them off.
How did I use so much red?
Okay.
No, I stole your red. That's your red.
Mother.
I mean, you stole my red.
Sorry.
Mother, sorry. So I'm not gonna finish my painting in time.
Me either.
Can you leave it here and come back over to paint again?
Yeah.
Is that the best way for you to actually finish it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd rather do it with you. You know what I mean?
Yes, it's a lot of fun. Oh look, another leaf I haven't painted. Imagine that. Okay, what color should it be? This one.
Where?
Vermilion.
Ooh. Okay, I'm gonna stop here and do a more of an orange.
Okay, so the camera's about to die, so I want to talk about my painting. God, it's super green. I'm gonna go back over the background, and with this Hooker's green, this Carly's green, I'm gonna add some white to it to lighten it up a little bit. But I'm gonna make sure that I make so much of it that I don't run out of green, because that's what I did with the gray, is that I mixed up a beautiful gray and then I ran out of gray, and then I had to go back over it, and I never could nail that gray again. So I'm gonna, you always want to make sure you can nail it again. So I'm gonna go over the green because I want to lighten it a little bit, but I do want the background green personally, and this is up to you what you want to do. God, I love this mauve-y, and I hate the word mauve.
No, I love it, and I couldn't really do it.
But that,
oh yeah, no, that's perfect.
it's badass. I love it. So I love the outline here, and I don't know what color. I'm kind of thinking I'm gonna do this orangey red
Yeah,
where the white is
yeah.
for the letters.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do like one little bit and see what that looks like.
Do you want me to hold mine up? It's not done.
Yes, I do. And so Carly opted to do no letters, and I love it, and it's just leaves.
And I haven't
looks
done the
really
outline
good.
yet.
She hasn't done the outline of the leaves. So if we can get back together,
Yeah.
and we won't do this part, and we'll just do this part on high speed
Okay.
as we finish it. And I think that people would enjoy seeing it like finished. And so, okay, so
I could probably like come back tomorrow. Yeah.
Oh, awesome. The sooner the better, because the more time that passes, it's harder to get back together to do an older painting. So I suggest, God, don't listen to me because I don't know what I'm doing. I love this orangey red, but I don't know if I'm gonna continue to do that. I think that maybe white might be the right answer, but I'll know that once I do this green, a lighter color. And you know, it's gonna look very different once I do the outline of the leaves also. Like, what color are you gonna outline your leaves?
I think I'm gonna do black or like dark brown. Probably dark brown.
Straight out, yeah. This
Straight
one,
out of the
yeah, the raw umber is
tube.
gonna look great.
This is what I want to do.
And I think I'm gonna do a purple.
And I may
Except
go
for
back
the
and
purple
do
leaves.
these green ones. Something.
Make it more lime.
Make it more lime. And then I may actually go back and paint my background again too. My green.
Yeah, awesome.
So here's mine.
I love it.
I do too. I think it's gonna look really good finished.
And for real, I don't want you to do this, but like, if you wanted to turn this into a Christmas painting, you could like run strings in between those and make it look like lights.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't want you to do that.
I'm not going to, but yeah, I think that would be good.
Yeah, look, see, I just did a nasty looking T, but that has told me I think I want to do white for my letters.
Yeah. It pops more anyway now that you've done that.
Yeah.
So
Awesome.
yeah, I do want to come back tomorrow and finish it for sure. And I've
Yay.
got to make these leaves bright, the green leaves brighter, or either this look way darker.
Well, and if we do I think we can't see what it needs to look like until we do the background the right color.
Yeah.
I'm thinking this with a little white, right?
Hooker green with a little white.
Yeah.
See, I'm gonna go probably way dark. I'm gonna keep mine really dark and make my leaves kind of pop up.
So you want to keep
So
your
I may-
you just want to do your background again.
To make it darker, and I may do some white highlights on the leaves.
Yes.
With the outline.
And maybe add white to each color
Right.
that you're doing.
Yeah.
If you're gonna keep it.
We'll see. I don't know.
Ooh.
But I'm
Only
dead.
time will tell. Okay, this is a little too minty, but
Oh yeah, no, I like that though.
it's slightly too light, but I like it.
Yeah,
I don't know.
so yeah, you'll go
I don't know
lighter
what
and
it'll
I'll,
look like.
and I'll do dark, and I'm so tempted
Awesome.
just to like try one outline tonight.
See, yes, do it so that you can feel like what you want to do tomorrow. Ooh, you know what's gonna be hard? Is not covering over the leaf outline when we repaint the green background.
Okay, so I guess I'm at a place where I can do that, right?
Wait, I mean you can as long as I think that doing the leaf outline is gonna look amazing and really make everything pop. This is just slightly too green. Too minty. Just a little.
A sweet boyfriend has like the oven on,
Why?
heating up our dinner.
Oh, sweet. Is he at your house?
He is.
That works great. I'm glad he's doing that. Ooh, see, look, this green's good.
Oh yeah, that one's.
Because that's like a Kelly green. God, I love Kelly green. I want to paint my bathroom door Kelly green.
That'd be cute.
You know, like, so there was like turquoise was really popular for houses.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh my god.
Like cabinets and stuff. And then for a short time, it was Kelly green. And then Kelly green died again. And turquoise rose from the dead.
Did it though? Ugh,
Yes.
I think that's a mistake.
I mean, like, I saw this one blog post where these people painted their cabinets Kelly green, and they were gorgeous.
No, Kelly green, yes.
And then they painted over it and did turquoise.
Judge just painted over all the turquoise in his house.
Yes, this is good. This one right here.
Yeah, that's why.
But it also reminds me of like my school colors at the middle school I went to. But that's okay. Let me see. Yes, the outline. Ooh, look. In case you don't look at anything else. See that outline right there? Can you see it? Yeah. Yes.
And then I'm gonna
That looks
highlight
really good.
a little in white to make it perfect. I'm just gonna try it on a few. I don't even know.
Easy does it.
Like this. See what I'm doing there?
Ooh, on the outside too. I love it.
Really mainly just on that. So like, yeah. And just leaving it like that. So it kind of pops
Yes.
all the leaves out.
Yes. I love the white on the outside. Makes more sense because you don't really have enough room to put white on the
that
inside.
is going to make all of them pop a little bit.
Wait, where is it? Right there. There's a little white. Look, now you see why I did my nails.
Yeah. But yeah, I think that's
No, I love that. Yeah, that's gonna look good. So what's tomorrow, Thursday? So you can come over tomorrow?
I'll have my kids too. So
Even
maybe-
better. I can make those tacos I promised you tonight.
Tacos.
Taco Thursday. Queso. Oh my gosh, I got this like
Oh wait, are you gonna have queso? I'm never gonna lose it.
chipotle pepper in a can, like from the Mexican part of the grocery store. They are so good. Chop them up and add some queso and some like chili, like what's the little green chili? Yeah, the green chilies. So good.
Okay, yeah.
Look, I can't decide. I'm gonna have to let it dry.
I like that one. But I like
The Kelly green. It's Kelly green, right?
Yeah.
I like it.
Oops.
Let's call it emerald. That's classic.
I feel like mine's more emerald,
Oh, true.
right?
Yes, it's gonna be good.
Okay.
Yes.
That's what I'm gonna do tomorrow to all the lids.
Awesome.
And then I'll feel very happy. And I'm 100% gonna make the background darker.
I love how clean your palette is
So I'm a little bit of a weirdo.
compared to my palette. These are nasty looking.
I'm gonna keep mine like, I mean, I don't need to rinse mine.
Let it dry so that any mixed colors you can rematch. That's why mine looks like that, because I'm like, oh, maybe I'll need that color, so I'm gonna let it dry. Right?
Why'd you mix all of our colors together?
Wait, do you have 12?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
I'll take one of your burnt siennas.
Because I'm sure it's yours.
I'll take the full one.
You can have all my colors and I can just reuse these when I come over.
If it were you, because I never can figure out.
There's no little
So it
bag
goes
even.
black. This is what I think it goes. If you tried to put this in a color wheel, hairdresser.
Here's what I would do. Don't talk.
Yeah. Blah, blah, blah.
Don't talk to me. Now I'm confused because now I'm overthinking it.
No, you're fine. You can do it. Green. Sorry, I just talked. Look at how little your wrists are. They're so dainty and cute.
Thank you. No, I wouldn't actually. I actually wouldn't do that. I might do this.
I'll do what I've been doing.
But then where do you go? Where do I go from here?
So, okay, yeah, look, that's what I have too, right? Like, so red, orange, yellow, green, dark green first to transition to blue.
Yeah.
and then wipe. Yeah. Same thing, good. Because that's how I've been setting it up. But I've been like, is this the way?
Oh. Color. I mean, I think that's how I would do it. But my head was wanting to be like, oh, I can't go from like
Black to what? Right.
boom, like, because then it's like, oh, you're going from like yellow to dark green. So almost,
Right.
I almost would be like, meh.
But this is honestly
I know.
blue.
But then you can transition back
I know.
from light, and then dark, and then that makes this make sense.
That's exactly what I've been going
Okay.
through. Yeah.
I'm just telling you, that's how my brain works
Yes. Yeah. I'm glad to know. I mean, I feel sorry for you, and I'm glad to know that.
too. You should
You're
feel sorry
exactly
for
the
me
same.
just in life, because that's.
So look at all these.
It's a lot.
I know. It's from like doing these and then having leftovers because
I bagged mine.
when my 7-year-old does hers, she wants to open a box every time and have new paints.
Oh man, I
God, that just
love
that
looking at
stunk. That was not me. That was like I like let the air out the back.
That's what she said. That's a really terrible joke.
Oh look, it says we have 45 minutes left,
Oh.
but we're gonna stop.
Okay, yeah.
See you tomorrow.
I'm gonna go to
Why did it say 45 minutes?
and enjoy not having Beckons today.